This Emirates Assessment Ultimate Guide will answer all of your questions because halas with the same questions on TikTok, and it's gonna really help you to stop wasting your time looking for answers to questions, how to prepare and so on, because everything is in one block, everything is together, all the material that I have found, and trust me, it's gonna really help you to prepare for your Emirates Assessment Day. And it's for free. You just need to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Let's dive right into the Emirates Assessment Day Ultimate Guide to become cabin crew. First of all, you need to have over a year of experience in hospitality, in the customer service. So remember, this is gonna be repeated so many times in this video because it's important. On your CV, only highlight the experience that you have in hospitality and customer service, okay? You need to be aged at least 21 years old, okay? You need to be 21. I remember at my assessment day, so listen to this, a mom came with her daughter and her daughter was 19. She comes into the conference room and she asks, hi, can my daughter participate? She's 19 and she wants to become cabin crew. And the recruiter was like, what? No. It's important to be 21. Do not waste the time of the recruiter, okay? What are the skills? You have to have a positive attitude. You have to have excellent team service. You need to be comfortable with diverse cultures. And you need to have at least a high school diploma. Without a high school diploma, you cannot proceed, okay? So if you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, that's perfect. But no high school diploma, then no cabin crew role. This is an important criteria right here. You need to be fluent in English. And another language is a plus. But for example, I speak 6 languages and they didn't really care. They just want English. So if you speak fluent English, then it's perfect because you're going to be able to communicate with your colleagues, but also with the customers who especially speak English. If you speak another language, it's okay. But English will be prioritized. The height, guys. So the height is a bit a problem because it says on the website 160 centimeters. But if you watched my last video or if you've seen on TikTok, I was rejected because I was 159.5 according to their tools, but actually I'm 160 centimeters. So I recommend to be at least 160.5, so at least you make sure that you reach, okay, the 160 centimeters with their tool. So do not make the same mistake as I did. Tattoos. We're gonna talk about tattoos at the end of this video with birthmarks and scars. But remember, no tattoos, okay? There was this girl in my assessment day. She had a tattoo here, okay, here. I don't get it. Like, why are you coming? You're just wasting the recruiter's time. And the recruiter was like, we don't accept tattoos, as you know, so you have been rejected. You have been eliminated from this assessment day. So she knows that, I hope she knows that tattoos are not allowed, and the main reason they are not allowed, Dubai is a Muslim country. So this means that tattoos are forbidden, is something religious. So Emirates wants to, let's say, display the respect for religion, so tattoos are not allowed. It's as simple as that. Plus, it doesn't really reflect or correspond to their image, so they will never allow tattoos. You cannot have them on your arms, forget about it, but we're going to talk about it at the end of the video. Let's not disperse each other. The location of this job is Dubai, and by the way, if you are accepted and so on, you have to stay in Dubai for 6 months. Mandatorily, you cannot leave because of the visa requirements, okay? How can you go to the assessment day? How can you apply? It depends, okay? There are different options. You can apply directly on the website. If you're lucky, you can go to the open days that are existent already, okay? So, for example, I went to the open day in Milan in August. I actually recommend to go in the summer when everyone is on holidays so that the room is pretty empty. For example, for my assessment day, we were 25. Like that, you just double your chances of becoming cabin crew if you have the right height. So, check the open days and then prepare for them, okay? Unfortunately, there are some countries, some cities that do not have open days, but they can be closed days and you can be invited if they see that you have a nice CV and that you stand out. So you need to check which country are you from, and if the open day is open or it's invite only. So let's get into the CV. So I have received some CVs on TikTok that I have reviewed. They have all the same mistake. They are 2 pages. They don't have the colors of the brand. They are too long to read, so they are pretty boring. Remember, the recruiter of Emirates or the recruiters have thousands and thousands of CVs because it's a pretty popular position. Everyone wants to work as cabin crew for Emirates. So you need to make sure that your CV stands out. So what I recommend is to really put the keywords related to customer experience, hospitality, the keywords related to cabin crew that they have on their website, so they give you hints. Every adjective is related to cabin crew. Your high school diploma, so they can see that you are eligible, your age as well, your contact, your languages, but especially experience related to hospitality and customer service. So here you can see a template that I have created, which was approved by the recruiter of the open day. She said I have a pretty good CV. Plus I have 5 years of experience as a waitress and a bartender, but I also have other roles related to customer service. So that's what I have highlighted, even though they were not just customer service and hospitality. So I'm gonna repeat it because that's what I have seen in the CVs that you guys sent me on TikTok. You need to really highlight the customer service and the hospitality experience, have high school diploma, and prove the following soft skills. So here I put some adjectives that you can add onto your CV. Curiosity, professional, empathetic, progressive, cosmopolitan, super important, positive attitude, solution oriented, team player, etc, etc. Okay, team player, especially, we're gonna see it later. As in, for the photo of the CV, put a photo that represents you already ready yesterday. Okay, so a photo representative of Emirates cabin crew, only 1 page of the CV, and use keywords to go straight to the point because the recruiters do not have time. They are probably like this, look. So this one yes, this one no, no, this one no, this one no. Oh, this one yes, because it has a short and pretty CV and she has already prepared the picture, so I'm gonna accept her and invite her to the open day. So they receive a ton of CVs, so make sure to not waste their time, go straight to the point, be prepared. For the assessment day outfit, it's simple. It's written on the website, okay? So what you have to do is to wear a black jacket, a white shirt, and a skirt that goes below your knee. So I couldn't find a black skirt. So what I did is to wear a black long dress and on top the white shirt and then the blazer, the black blazer. I looked exactly like the website. I didn't risk it. I didn't want to stand out too much. It's not what they look for, pretty much. During my assessment day, let me tell you something. There were 2 or 3 girls, so one wearing pants, one was wearing a skirt above her knee, and the other one as well, okay? And the recruiter watches and observes every single thing. So for the first 2 rounds, they were good, and then they got eliminated and they didn't understand the reason. But the reason is because your clothing was not okay, was not corresponding to what the website says. If you cannot respect these instructions, how can you respect the training instructions? This is how you need to think. So the recruiter observes every single thing. So they are like, if they are not able to respect the instructions, these simple instructions of how to get dressed, then how they're gonna be able to respect the instructions of being cabin crew? This is how you need to think. That's what the recruiter observes. And then, of course, you don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be branded. I personally spent around 200 euros with everything, getting nails done, buying the right lipstick, the right makeup, the blazer and so on. But it doesn't have to be like branded or anything. It doesn't matter. You just need to show that you understood the assignment and you're wearing the right clothes, you're respecting the instructions. So as I said, have your hair neat, okay? Another example that I had during my assessment day is a girl with all hair, her hair all over the place, and a girl that didn't tie her hair at all, and they got both eliminated. At some point she always eliminates those that didn't respect the instructions, even though they were good, they were tall, they were good looking, and so on. Red lipstick, of course, because they want to see you. Have your teeth clean. Always check that you don't have lipstick all over the place, and clean your teeth. Make sure that if you're a smoker, or if I don't know, you eat too many candies, go and have a good dental hygiene to the assessment day, because otherwise you're going to be rejected. It is what it is. That's how it works. Have high heels, not too high, so you're going to be able to walk. If you have seen on my TikTok, I had weird heels that just widened up, and I was not able to walk anymore. I was like, oh my god, I hope it just goes well. And put makeup that enhances your eyes, highlights the beauty of your eyes, but not too much makeup. Do not exaggerate. Be natural, but have makeup on, but not too much makeup. Do you understand? And so don't overdo it. As far as the height is concerned, I already said it, but you need to be at least 160.5, so you avoid the same experience that I had, so that you make sure that you're gonna reach 160 centimeters, because even if you reach 159 centimeters, you are rejected. Okay, I was rejected because I was 159.5. So make sure that you are tall enough for their standards. The website says at least 160 centimeters, but their tool is too precise, and it's in here in this picture. Plus, you need to be able to reach 212 centimeters, and usually if you are 160, you're able to. Otherwise, do some stretching, and you are allowed to try up to 3 times, okay? Here, I have also put you the teeth standards. You can pause this video, read them, but it's about common sense. Do not have caries, do not have yellow teeth, always brush your teeth, go to the dentist often. Your teeth are very important, not just for this job, but just in general. Okay, now let's dive into the assessment day, the process and the questions. So when you start, the recruiter will start to make you dream about the cabin crew role. Of course, it's very tough and difficult, but there are also good advantages with it. So you're gonna have your own apartment with bills paid, electricity and water. You're gonna live the Dubai lifestyle, because the Emirates cabin crew are really popular in Dubai, and they have great respect from the people. So you're gonna have these membership cards that will give you discounts. You can also give discounts to your family to travel, or to your friends. And on the website there is information also about the salary. So for us European, the salary is 205,000 euros. If you go on the website here, let's go into it, you can see the basic salary, the flying pay. It's a pretty good salary. So here you have all the information: the travel, the accommodation, transport is paid by the company, the uniform, medical insurance is provided by the company, of course, and the leave and travel. So you have 30 days off per year. Okay, once she has given all the information and everyone is so excited to join cabin crew, it's time for the first test. The first test is crucial because it's a pity to be eliminated during this round. So basically, the recruiter will ask you a very simple question about presenting yourself. So it's gonna ask you your name, last name, your age, your experience in the cabin crew, and why do you want to be cabin crew. This question, of course, may vary. It depends on where you are, which recruiter you have, but usually it's always the same test. Here it's important to follow precisely the instructions of the recruiter. It shows your communication skills, your comprehension skills. So do not say things that she did not ask for, or you're gonna be eliminated. So for example, in my during my assessment day, some people said, oh, I speak 7 languages, or I was born in Ireland and then I grew up in Portugal, blah blah blah. But she never asked for this, and that's why then they were eliminated. Okay, so be careful, because even though it looks easy, it also shows how able are you to stick to the recruiter's instructions. After this, we go out of the room, we wait for her, and then the recruiter will choose who's gonna stay, who's gonna be eliminated, and she's gonna invite us again back in the room, and she's gonna say the numbers that will stay. Then next challenge is the group assignment. In this group assignment, she's gonna test again your communication skills, how you speak English, and also team skills. Are you a team player? So you're gonna be assigned to a group of 3 or 4, it depends on how many you are. And each member will receive a card with a profession on it, like jeweler. And then with your group, you have to choose 3 or 4 adjectives. So each one of you has to choose an adjective for the profession stated on your card. So for example, I have chosen precise for jeweler. My colleague chose, I think, I don't know, creative or something. So each one of us needs to choose an adjective, and then we have to present it to the rest of the group. So here the recruiter is testing if you are a team player, because when you're gonna present the card, so when you're gonna start the presentation, you're gonna have to be like, my group and I had the card jeweler, and each one of us has thought about an adjective. We thought about precise, and then explain the reason why you chose precise. Please have to use adjectives that are related to the cabin crew industry and explain the reasons why it's precise. For example, cabin crew need to be precise because they always have to be good looking. But in this case, you have to do it for jeweler. So think about cabin crew, okay? And then associate it to the profession on the card. And always be a team player. Once you have finished presenting your adjective, say, and now I'm gonna pass the word to my colleague and the name of your colleague. So she sees that you are interested in your colleagues and you're a team player and you communicate well. So during my assessment day, there was a group or many groups that were like, I chose, my group, or I did, stuff like that. No, because it's not about being an individualistic. It's about showing that you are a team player. And also be short. And again, the recruiter chooses who's gonna stay and who's gonna leave. The next test challenge is the height test. The one that unfortunately I lost because of 0.5 centimeters. So that's why I say you need to be 160.5 or 160.1. I don't know, just be taller than 160 so you make sure that you pass, okay? So I got eliminated and another girl got eliminated for the same reason. Actually, her was even worse. It was like 159.5.9. I have no idea, but something like this. And she was really upset because she was cabin crew before and she had all the skills to be it. Also, she was so good looking and so professional. Unfortunately, she didn't make it. And I didn't make it for the same reason. But anyways, it doesn't matter because we can reapply. So when they do the height test, no heels are allowed. You're gonna have to be barefoot. She's gonna make you take off your shoes. Then you have to stand up straight. Your chin up so you can make sure that you reach the 160 centimeters, and you have to be straight, okay? And she's gonna make you try twice. She tried with me twice because I was like, I am 160, the doctor told me so. But then if you pass, perfect. If you don't pass, then it's a bit tough. And for the reach test, so you cannot do the reach test if you don't reach 160, but if you can, then you can try up to 3 times. Okay, at this stage I was out, but I have asked the friends that I've made there how it was. I have a friend that made it to the final and received the golden call, and he gave me all the information. Plus I have all the materials here that I have collected and put together for the group assignment number 2. So in this group assignment number 2, you're gonna be assigned to a group, and then they're gonna give you a scenario. Here I put multiple. You're gonna be given multiple scenarios. I have put here a list of examples. So you're gonna have, for example, a list of customers, a mom, a businessman, an elderly, and so on, and the hotels are fully booked. So what are you going to do in order to help these customers? So because it's a group assignment here, You need to show how you can solve a problem by acknowledging the solutions that other people are offering, okay, in the group assignment. There is no right or wrong answers, but here they test your problem solving skills, how you deal with a situation, logically speaking, and how you share a solution with your colleagues. The second example is actually a real example that I also had in my life. So for example, there are 10 customers and they are all vegan, and you only have 4 vegan meals left. So what is the process? What is the reasoning here? So here you're gonna have to discuss with the group, and the recruiter will observe you and note everything down and then make a decision for the elimination. You always have to think about all the solutions. For example, in this case, what happened is that I was with my boyfriend on an Emirates flight, and he's a bodybuilder. He really needed a protein meal for breakfast and he wanted the omelette. He's not vegan and so on. But at some point the Emirates cabin crew came and told him we only have vegan options left. And he was a bit mad and he was like, no, I don't want any vegan options, I want the omelette. And so the cabin crew tried to give him the vegetarian options, he still declined. And then they went and looked on the entire airplane and they found leftovers from business class, and they gave him this big frittata omelette with ham, cheese, a lot of vegetables. So he win, and they won because they managed to find a solution. So here for the answers, you have to check for alternatives. You have to give options to the customer so that he can feel in power. And by having different options, he can still decide the alternative. So just show your reasoning. Once again, there is no right or wrong answer, but the recruiter wants to see how you are a team player and how you problem solve. And here as a bonus, I also have the scenario of the wedding. So for example, the wedding is really like going nuts because the bride's dress was torn, the mother of the groom was found lying in the washroom. So this is an extreme scenario, but sometimes they might put you different scenarios. These are for tests. Of course, I cannot guarantee that you will have the same scenarios at your Emirates assessment day, but these are really good to practice so that you already know how to have different solutions and how to problem solve. Okay, a bonus scenario with the answer. I'm just gonna let you read the answer because it's a bit long. But let's say that the groom has the torn dress, then you have to assess the severity of the damage, check if there's an emergency dress or a spare dress, delegate someone to find a solution, for example, to go and buy another dress. So once again, these are just scenarios, but it shows how you deal with customers and how you are a problem solver. So here you have the answer. Pause it if you want, screenshot it. The English test. So the English test is very easy. Well, it depends on your level of English, but it's very important to know grammar, the phrasal verbs, vocabulary, and also understand how to read a text. So they're gonna test how you read, how you understand, how well you communicate and write. So there are 20 questions for grammar and vocabulary. For each question, you have 1.5 minutes to answer. You cannot go back. And then there is a paragraph on airplanes, on the aviation industry, on cabin crew, etc. And you have to answer some multiple choice questions. So here's an example. You have a sentence and you have to complete it. In this case, the answer is aroma. So how can you prepare for the English test? So watch TV in English, Netflix, TikTok, whatever. Put your phone in English. Practice by using AI. I mean, if you need help with this, just let me know in the comments. You can use ChatGPT to have conversations or to correct for you or to explain to you grammar sentences, phrasal verbs, etc. Or you can go to the websites. I will put the link below. You can also book a class with me. I'm not a native speaker, but I've already given classes to Italian, Spanish, French, and I am pretty good with grammar and vocabulary. So if you want to book a class with me, let me know in the comments and I will put a link for Calendly where we can practice. And here we are at the final interview. I had all the questions for it, but disclaimer, it's possible that they change them, but it's also here a good exercise to practice. So here they're going to test your language skills, your experience, and your personality. The first question that may arise is tell me about yourself. Here You have to use positive keywords and phrases in your answers that relate to the cabin crew role. Also, always refer to the ability to provide exceptional service, and you have the experience about delivering at the highest level possible. So always relate your description to the cabin crew role for Emirates and the Emirates brand. Here's an example where you can pause the video. You need obviously to not copy paste the same example, but make it personal. This is just a little hint that will help you for your interview. The second question that may arise is, why do you want to be cabin crew? Here you need to stand out. So cabin crew is about exceptional service, especially for Emirates, teamwork, high standards and safety. So remember to be very, very natural with this answer, genuine, and showcase what you can do, because they're gonna see it right away. These recruiters are experts. They can understand if someone is genuine and natural. So use an answer once again related to the cabin crew role and say why do they have to choose you among all the million people applying for this role. So once again, you can pause again this video and there is an answer, but remember, do not copy paste. Always make it as if it was yours. Why Emirates? I mean, you want to be cabin crew, that's great, but why Emirates? So to prepare for this question, really read their websites, really read accomplishments. Why do you want to be cabin crew for Emirates? Just for the lifestyle, because you want to live in Dubai, or more because you really care about the brand? So read about their mission statements, their reports, what they have accomplished, and try to sprinkle your answer with this information so it shows that you're actually interested in the brand. Here's again another example of answer. Do not copy paste, but make it as your template for your maybe next answer. What qualities are needed to become cabin crew with Emirates? In this case, you can go to the website, check all the qualities for cabin crew, but here I put a little bit of keywords: friendliness, positivity, cosmopolitan, team player. Literally use what they put in the website. That's what they want to hear, okay? That's how you need to show how you are cabin crew. How would you deal with a difficult passenger? That's another question that is often asked. Always say that you remain calm, friendly and positive, because they want to deliver the best customer experience ever, and you are representing the Emirati brand. Say that you're gonna follow the training that you're gonna follow if you are selected, and always have assertive communication skills, and you're gonna be always relating this question to your experience. So say, for example, when I was working as a waitress, this happened and the customer was a bit sad or mad, and that's how I dealt with it. When have you gone above and beyond what was required? Here you're gonna really showcase how you had exceptional customer service skills. So this is a behavioral cabin crew question. So how did you go out of your comfort zone to serve a customer? Here I suggest, and I want to give credit to the person that put this method out, but unfortunately I don't know the name, the STAR technique. The STAR technique is super important. So the STAR technique helps you to structure the answer to the recruiter. So you're gonna start with the situation. For example, I was serving a customer in a store and they were having difficulty choosing the right product for their needs. The store was very busy, the staff was unavailable, but I really wanted to help the customer make the right choice. Then you're gonna use the T for task. I felt it was my task to give them a really good service, and I know how frustrating it can be for a customer to not be able to find what he needs. Then you're gonna list your action. What did you do to go beyond for the customer? In this case, you can say that you asked another member of staff who was on their break to come early to cover for the storefront. How frustrating it can be for a customer to find the answers on its own. So you're gonna try an action. For example, you're gonna ask one of your colleagues to come back earlier from the break so that you can help this customer, even though the store is really busy, so that your colleague can deal with the store and you can deal with this customer. That's how you show how you go outside of your comfort zone. So once you have helped the customer, you explain the reaction of the customer, and then you explain that you have thanked your colleague. always remember the team player card. Then the last question that I know that they ask is, how would you react if there is conflict with your co-worker? So this question is pretty easy. Remember, the Emirates brand needs to come above anything else. So you need to always be professional when you resolve conflict, and then you have to give the right answer. For example, while working within a team, it's crucial to swiftly address any conflicts or disagreements. Try to listen actively to the person that is not agreeing with you and repeating what the person is saying. So for example, I don't agree with the fact that you have changed your shift twice, let's say. You can say, okay, so you don't agree with the fact that I have changed shifts twice. How can we resolve this situation? Do you want me to help you splitting the shifts or something? So active listening is not just listening, but also repeating what they say with a question, so that they know that you're listening to them, and they also like become calmer and they understand that you don't have any bad intentions and you want to resolve the situation. So show always that it's unprofessional to have conflict, and you'll always find a solution to not damage the Emirates brand and to not involve any other superior person if it escalates. And now I hope you like the section of the final interview. Of course, stop the video if you want to read the answers, and remember to always personalize your answers. Now we're gonna go on to bonus tips about questions that I have received. Tattoos. I'm gonna explain myself again. You cannot have tattoos on arms, legs, neck and face. If you have any tattoos showing even in your ears, it's not possible, okay? You're gonna have to have them removed with laser. So don't go to an assessment day if you have tattoos on those areas. So arms, legs, face, neck, do not have tattoos. Secondly, piercings. The piercings allowed are ear piercings, maybe one here and one here, but do not exaggerate. They don't want nose piercings. It's not allowed. And they don't want any holes visible on your face. And also males cannot wear any jewelry. So no piercings, no earrings for males. It's not allowed. As far as scars are concerned, it's a bit a hybrid question. It's a bit difficult to assess. It depends case by case. But I have an old classmate. She is Emirates cabin crew right now. She has a big scar on her face and she was welcome to proceed. Why? Because she's able to conceal it with makeup. So as long as you can conceal your scars with makeup, it's not a problem. You can conceal it with makeup. However, you have to declare it in the declaration form that they're gonna give you. For scars, you can also do laser treatments. And as far as the birthmarks are concerned, they are accepted as long as they are not too visible or too destructive. But if you can conceal scars, then you can conceal as well birthmarks. Say that in Dubai, makeup for men is not allowed for religious reasons. To be honest, it depends on each situation. But just remember, for example, tattoos are not allowed. So if you have a tattoo on your belly, it's fine because we cannot see it. But if you have it on your arms, it's not possible. Scars, you can conceal them. As long as you can conceal them, then it's fine for Emirates. And birthmarks as well. I am pretty confident that this ultimate guide will help you to prepare for the Emirates assessment day at its finest. I am going to refine it to make it a little bit prettier layout wise, but this is the essence. However, a small disclaimer, I cannot guarantee you that with this guide you're gonna have the role, because it's obviously up to you how you act. Remember, the recruiter is always observing you, so it depends on your attitude and behavior. And of course, preparation is a good bonus, but it's not all it takes to become cabin crew. And you're gonna need also a bit of luck. Please do not forget to subscribe, and I really thank you for watching the video. I will try to find a way to make you download the presentation for free. Remember that I can give you also English classes, so I'm gonna also find a way to make you book appointments with me. Remember, if you have questions, you can always comment my video below here or contact me on TikTok or comment below my videos on TikTok. I'm always available to answer. But khalas with the tattoos. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.